Good morning to a chilly day in Narrowboat. We've been here a while, but it's time to move on, and today we hope to get to Branston, where we're going to be meeting up with Stephen D and Maren and Martin, both of whom have been on these blogs or vlogs before. We have a plan, and I'll tell you about that later. But for now, let's get going.
And we're off. There's a big bird. Bye-bye Narrowboat. This is where the River Trent joins us. Faster down this bit.
Boat's being swept along, so we've got to sort of compensate for the fact that
we walked along here last week. It was a lovely walk. The lock, so Pete's steering in.
back on the canal. So rivers are nice. They can get a bit boring, as we found when we went down the Severn last year. And they're slightly more risky because there is flow. So if anything happens, you tend to get swept along. Whereas on the canal, you just drift gently to a halt. Going along by the A38, so not the most peaceful stretch of canal, towards Barton Turn.
Waiting for Tatton Hill Lock. Boat's just gone down in front of us, so be a few minutes.
And here we are at Branston, by the water park, our usual mooring, and it's lunchtime. After lunch we'll go for a little walk, have a shower, get smartened up, and then hopefully have a nice meal at the Bridge Inn with Stephen D and Maren and Martin. That's the plan. Catch you later. Good morning from Branston. Well, the rain stopped, but it's a murky old day and it's cold. But the plan is to get to Willington, which is our next staging post on the long delayed trip back to Pillings. We had a lovely time with Maren and Martin and Stephen D at the Bridge Inn last night. It was a great meal and great to catch up with them. But now it's time to go. So let's do that.
And we're off. Shut now.
So here we are at Willington, not at our final mooring I don't think, because we're waiting for that guy to finish on the services, and then we'll move up to the services, fill up with water, empty the toilets, maybe empty the rubbish, and then move on to a mooring, and then have a long overdue lunch. Now we're moored up. We had lunch while we were waiting for the services. Toilets are empty, water tank's full, rubbish is thrown away, and this is where we're going to stay for a while, because there's no point going on, because that lock is shut on the River Soar until at least the 8th of November. So we'll just have to stay here and do stuff. So time to go shopping, and I'll see you next time when we get going again. Good morning, and it's nearly 2 weeks since we arrived at Willington, and we're finally moving on. We're going to spend 3 days getting to Sawley, and then we can go no further until at least the 15th of November, and I'll explain why now. So let's go. Well, here we are on the Trent and Mersey canal at Willington, on our route home. Carries us down the Trent and Mersey through Swarkston, and then onwards to Shardlow, where we go onto the River Trent. 2 short sections, firstly to Sawley Cut, which is a little bit of a safe haven, which the Trent goes round, then onwards where we turn right onto the River Soar. Now the problem is that the lock at Ratcliffe on Soar is shut. Initially it was going to be open on the 25th of October, then it was going to be open on the 8th of November, and now it's not open until the 15th of November. So we can go no further. Ultimately we hope to carry on up the Soar, as long as it's not in flood, through Zoch, past Normanton, through Loughborough, and ultimately we will get home to our winter mooring at Pillings Lock Marina. But there's lots to go wrong. That lock may stay shut longer, the rivers may go in flood. So we shall see.
And we're off. Just going past the entrance to Mersey Marina. It's worth a little trip. It's enormous, got lots of cafes, shops and boat where you can have food and drink. Very pleasant. Marina.
Here we are in Stenson Lock, and we've got the luxury of a CRT volunteer. So easy. Journey last year, coming down this way. The truck had hit it, damaged it, but they deemed it was safe for boats to pass underneath, so
okay in the end. Fixed it now. We're at Swoxton. The old crane. There's a Swoxton Boat Club. Up there's the course of the Derby Canal. In the weed hutch.
Whoa, my hand's gone numb.
Dear. Been cutting the grass on the towpath as well, which doesn't help.
And here we are. As I said earlier, we've got 3 days to get to Sawley. Sawley is probably 3 or 4 hours away. So we might as well stop in this lovely spot where we've never stopped before, with this lovely view over open countryside, and have a little bit of an explore later. First, of course, it's lunchtime. Well, we haven't taken you on an explore for a while, so the decision has been made to moor up and to go for a little look around. And the first point of interest is this amazing old railway viaduct, now part of the National Cycle Network, spanning the Trent, which technically isn't in flood but looks fairly brisk. Hopefully we'll see what it's like in a couple of days on our way to Sawley, although rain is forecast, so fingers crossed it doesn't go back into flood. Heading back towards Swoxton now. And here we have the stand at Swoxton, medieval gatehouse to the now demolished hall. And I believe you can still stay there. I think it sleeps 2. And to go to the toilet in the middle of the night you have to go from the bedroom in the left tower across that exposed balustrade to the toilet in the right tower. I think that's the way around it is. Still like to stay there, haven't done it yet. That's a fine bridge over the Trent at Swoxton. Here's Swoxton's other point of interest, the Crew and Harper. Time for a break, I think. Point of interest, here in this pub's beer garden on the banks of the River Trent is the southernmost point reached by Bonnie Prince Charlie in 1745, before he was beaten back up north. Just sitting in this beer garden. England is steeped in history.
Cheers. Pedigree.
Well, the clocks went back last night, so the nights are drawing in. And here we are, somewhere between Swoxton and Shardlow, in the middle of nowhere, cosy, the fire's blazing away, and it's very warm on this boat. So I'll leave you here, and next time we can see whether we can actually make it back to Pillings. It's going to take a while, but I hope you can come along with us. For now, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like and comment, and we'll see you on hopefully the final voyage back to Pillings in due course. Who knows when? Time will tell. Bye bye.